Picture this. It's a balmy summer evening in the city, the kind where the skyline twinkles like it's winking at your hopes. I'm curled up on my couch, phone glowing in the dim light, heart racing from another electric date with this guy who feels like he stepped out of my wildest daydreams. He's texting me about my job, all flirty and interested. And then, out of nowhere, he drops it. "Hey, beautiful, what if you were my sugar mommy? Help a guy out." My stomach twists like a knife. Laughter bubbles up first. It has to be a joke, right? But his next message shatters that illusion. "I'm serious. We could make it work." In that split second, everything crumbles. The charm? A mask. The connection? A con. And what I did next? Oh, it wasn't just revenge. It was justice served ice cold. And it left him with a lifetime ban from my country. Stick around. This one's gonna hit you right in the feels. If you've ever poured your heart into someone, only to have them spit it back in your face with a side of insult, you're not alone. We've all been there. That gut-wrenching betrayal that makes you question your worth. But today, I'm sharing a story straight from Reddit that flips the script. One woman's journey from heartbroken fool to unstoppable force. If sweet, satisfying payback gets your blood pumping, smash that like button right now. Hit subscribe for more revenge tales that restore your faith in karma, and let's dive in. You won't believe how this ends. Let me take you back a bit, because to understand the sting of that text, you need to feel the high that came before it. My name's Alex. Okay, that's not my real name, but close enough for this tale of triumph. I'm 34, pushing hard in a corporate gig in marketing for a tech firm in this massive, buzzing multicultural city. Think skyscrapers kissing the clouds, street food from every corner of the globe, and a dating scene that's equal parts thrilling and exhausting. I've got my life together. Stable paycheck that lets me splurge on weekend brunches, and that killer pair of heels I've been eyeing. Not rich, but comfortable. And yeah, I'm curvy. The kind of woman magazines might say is a 10 if she dropped a few pounds. But screw that noise. I've got a face that turns heads, sharp wit that keeps them hooked. And after a decade-long relationship that fizzled out like a dud firework, I'm back in the game. Open-hearted, open-minded. My ex was an immigrant from Eastern Europe, so backgrounds? Doesn't matter to me. Love's love, right? It was mid-June when I swiped right on Matteo. God, even his profile pic had me grinning like an idiot, tousled dark hair, warm brown eyes that crinkled at the corners like he was always on the verge of a secret smile, and that easy confidence of someone who's lived a little. Latin American roots, early, 30s visiting on a tourist visa but dreaming bigger. Our first messages flew like sparks. Shared love for indie films, spicy tacos that make your eyes water, and late-night talks about family, the messy, beautiful kind that glues you together. He was cuddly in a way that melted me, wrapping his arms around my waist during our first coffee date like we'd known each other forever. Intelligent? Check. He quoted Neruda over empanadas, his voice a soft rumble that sent shivers down my spine. Family-oriented? He lit up talking about his mom back home, sending remittances like clockwork. And emotionally available? Rare as a quiet subway ride. He listened when I vented about work stress, his thumb tracing lazy circles on my hand, making me feel seen. Not just desired, valued. Our chemistry? Explosive. Date 2. A sunset walk along the river, his laughter echoing off the water as we dodged joggers and shared stories of childhood mischief. By date 3, we were tangled in my sheets, his breath hot against my neck, whispering how I was La mujer de mis sueños, the woman of my dreams. It wasn't just physical, it was that rare click where souls brush and stick. He was honest from the jump about his visa, tourist status, 3 months left hustling for a way to extend or return. I laid it out clear. This is a summer fling, Matteo. Fun, no strings. If you sort your papers and come back for real, we talk future. But I can't play savior. He nodded, eyes earnest, pulling me close. No pressure, mi amor. Just us now. I believed him. Hook, line, and sinker. My friends teased me over group texts. Girl, you're glowing. But watch those puppy eyes, they could con a nun. I laughed it off, my cheeks flushing as I replayed his texts in my head. For the first time in years, I felt desired without desperation. Powerful. Whole. Date 4. Casual dinner at this hole-in-the-wall Peruvian spot. Fairy lights strung like stars overhead, the air thick with cumin and laughter from neighboring tables. We were midway through plantains, my foot playfully nudging his under the table, when my phone buzzed later that night. Work talk had come up. I mentioned a big presentation, the pressure of climbing that corporate ladder in a field stacked with sharks. His reply started sweet. You're killing it, Alex. So strong, so sexy. Then the pivot. With all that success, you could help a guy like me out. Be my sugar mommy? Keep me here with you. My fork froze halfway to my mouth. A snort escaped. Had to be banter, right? Our flirty vibe often dipped into playful fantasies. I typed back, thumbs flying. Haha, nice try. You'd make a terrible kept man anyway. But his response landed like a slap. I'm not joking. Think about it. You'd get all this, followed by a winky emoji and a shirtless selfie from earlier that week. My pulse thrummed in my ears, a hot flush creeping up my neck. The room, no, the whole damn evening tilted. Wait, seriously? I shot back, my voice echoing in my suddenly empty apartment as I paced the cool hardwood floor, phone clutched like a lifeline. Yes, he replied, words popping up one by one, each a pebble in my sinking stomach. We have fun. You help with visa, rent. I make you happy every night. Fair trade. Fair trade? The words burned acid in my veins. My chest tightened, breaths coming shallow and sharp, like I'd run a marathon uphill. I could feel the heat rising, tears pricking hot at the corners of my eyes, blurring the screen. All those whispers, those touches, reduced to a transaction? Me, the successful one, buying his affection like some desperate mark? My mind raced, a whirlwind of doubt. Was I that naive? That easy? The woman who'd rebuilt her life post-breakup, now auditioning for Fool of the Year? You're kidding. I typed, fingers trembling, nails digging into my palm. This isn't funny, Mateo. But he doubled down, casual as if discussing takeout. Why not? You have money. I have me. We both win. The dam broke. Rage surged, white-hot, flooding my limbs until I was shaking, phone nearly slipping from my grip. I fired back, words spilling unchecked. Win? You think I'm some lonely wallet with legs? After everything, the talks, the connection, this is what you see. A payout. My voice cracked aloud in the empty room, echoing off the walls like a stranger's accusation. He pushed once more. Don't overreact. It's practical. Practical. That word ignited the fuse. I unloaded. How dare he insult my independence, how embarrassed he should be to peddle himself like cheap merch, how he'd played me from hello. And that's when the mask cracked. His replies shifted, venom seeping in. You think too much of yourself. Gorda. I was joking anyway. Who would pay for that? Gorda. Chubby. The slur hit like a gut punch, twisting the knife deeper. No apology. Just deflection, anger lashing out because I dared call his bluff. I dropped the phone like it scorched, sinking to the floor, knees to chest, sobs racking my body in the dim glow of city lights filtering through the blinds. The betrayal clawed at me. Not just the ask, but the reveal. He'd seen my vulnerabilities, my hopes, and weaponized them. Me, the woman who'd sworn off games, reduced to tears over a tourist con. Powerless. Small. Unseen. Hours blurred into a haze of ice cream and rom-com reruns, but dawn brought a cold clarity. This wasn't ending with my tears. First call, my ride or die, Lena, voice thick with sleep but sharpening like a blade. You what? Oh, honey, no. Send the screenshots, now. As the images pinged over, her gasp mirrored my own fresh wave of hurt. This isn't just creepy, it's predatory. You deserve better than this trash. We dissected it over coffee the next morning, steam rising from our mugs like unspoken fury. My other bestie, Jordan, joined via video, his brow furrowed in that protective big brother way. He's gaslighting you, Alex. Twisting it to make you the crazy one. We need to dig. That's when the hunt began. Not out of spite. Okay, a little spite, but from that raw, aching need for truth. Validation. Proof I wasn't the villain in my own story. Lena, our group's tech wizard with a nose for digital dirt, dove in. Give me his name variations, she said, fingers already flying across her laptop in her cozy loft apartment, fairy lights twinkling like conspirators. We started simple, Instagram. One profile popped first, his official one, all polished travel shots and family pics. But curiosity nagged. She tried tweaks. Mateo R__87, Matito Luz, even silly ones like Mateo El Rey. Boom. 6 accounts, each a chameleon skin. One uploaded in batches of gym selfies from last month, another flooded with crypto scams disguised as investment tips, a third tagging sketchy modeling gigs that screamed catfish. Facebook mirrored it. Fake friend lists bloated with women from dating apps, posts hawking visa help services that reeked of fraud. My skin crawled, a chill despite the summer heat seeping through the window. He's not just a flirt, Jordan muttered, scrolling beside me. He's a hunter. But the real gut punch? On one dumb profile, he'd tagged his employer, a local construction firm, boasting about hustling hard with site photos. Tourist visa, my ass. He was working illegally right under the law's nose. That's when I looped in Sarah, my quiet powerhouse friend in local law enforcement. She's the one who handles immigration cases, all no-nonsense efficiency with a heart of gold. Over a hushed call in my kitchen, steam from my tea curling like secrets, I spilled it all. Can you look? Just to know. Her pause was heavy then. For you? Yeah. But Alex, this could get messy. Minutes later, her text lit my screen. Married. Wife and a 4-year-old daughter back home. And yeah, visa violations up the wazoo. The world narrowed to a pinpoint. Married. A family. Lies layered on lies, each one a fresh betrayal slicing deeper. My throat closed, tears hot and furious now, not just for me but for her. That woman across the ocean, building a life on his deceptions. The powerlessness I'd felt? It morphed into something sharper, resolve. A quiet roar in my chest, fists clenching until knuckles whitened. No more victim. Time to unleash. Lena took point on the digital storm. We're not stooping to his level, she said, eyes fierce over her screen. We're exposing the truth, to everyone who matters. She scoured his profiles for connections, family albums tagged aunts, uncles, cousins, friends from hometown soccer leagues, even his wife's public page, innocent with kid pics and market hauls. Group chats bloomed like wildfires. WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, Instagram DMs. She dropped in uninvited. Hola, familia de Mateo. Your brother/husband/son has been lying to all of us. See attached. Screenshots first, the sugar mommy ask, his insults, time-stamped like evidence in a trial. Then her rant, words I'd helped craft late into the night, voice memos playing back my hurt until it hardened into steel. How shameful, Mateo. Cheating on your wife, scamming women for cash, working black market while your daughter waits at home. We're not the fools, you are. The blocks came fast, pings of fury, accusations flying back. ¿Quién eres tú? Mentirosa. But Lena was a ghost in the machine, pivoting seamless. New chat with his cousins? Added. Tio's old number from a tagged post? Text bomb. His sister's line, dug from a forgotten story highlight? Voice note, my voice steady for the first time. He preyed on me. Don't let him prey on you. Within an hour, the notifications exploded, his mom wailing in a voice clip. ¿Por qué, mijo? ¿Por qué nos haces esto? Wife's profile went dark, but not before a mutual friend whispered the fallout. Screams echoing through their home village, relatives cutting ties like rotten branches. He knew. 30 minutes in, my phone buzzed, his name, a sneer in pixels. Stupid bitch. You think you know me? I was joking. I don't sell myself to pigs like you. Stay out of my life. No remorse. Just rage, lashing because the con was cracking. I stared at it, heart pounding like war drums, a bitter smile tugging my lips. Joking? Too late, Mateo. The hounds were loose. But we weren't done. Justice wasn't just exposure. It was systemic. Sarah coached me through the online immigration report, her voice calm over speakerphone as rain pattered my window like applause. Full name, DOB from his profiles, home address geotagged in a story, employer details stamped in stone. Photos, his smiling face next to scam posts. Screenshots, admitting the illegal gig over late-night texts. This is airtight, she said. Usually these sit in purgatory for months. But, she trailed off, and I knew. The file number I slipped her? Priority lane. 2 days. That's all it took. I was mid-meeting, droning through slides on market trends, when my phone vibrated under the table. Sarah. Officers en route. Stay frosty. My pulse thundered, palms slick against my notepad, but I nodded through the fog, mind replaying every lie like a highlight reel. That afternoon, confirmation. Cops at his door, badges flashing in the midday sun. Him, disheveled in a tank top, eyes widening like saucers as they laid out the charges. Fraud attempt, visa breach, the works. Caution slapped down. No contact with me ever. Immigration flag crimson red. His homeland's rep sealing a multi-year re-entry ban. One wrong move, they warned. And you're on the next flight, on your dime. His roommates? Collared too, phones traced to a single shady line. The employers. That visit? A raid in all but name. Evidence piled. Pay stubs under the table, fake IDs like confetti. The boss man's facing. 5 figures in fines, maybe bars if the probe digs deeper. Multiple hires, all ghosts on tourist stamps. Mateo's visa ticks down. No deportation cash from the gov, but he's poisoned fruit now. Blacklisted. Done. Through it all, my internal storm raged, doubts whispering. Was this too far? Too cruel? But then I'd flash to that text. Gorda echoing like a slur, and the fire reignited. This wasn't cruelty, it was balance. He bet on my silence, my shame. I bet on truth. And damn, did it pay off. Fast forward a week. I'm at Lena's for wine and war stories, laughter bubbling as we toast to the takedown. When my phone lights up. Him. Again. A barrage, voice memos this time, accent thick with panic, words tumbling frantic. Alex, poor favor. You ruined everything. My wife knows my job's gone, the cops, they took my phone. I was desperate, okay? Just talk to them, say it was a mistake. Desperation dripped, his breath ragged, background noise of slamming doors and muffled sobs. His mom's voice sharp as shattered glass. Veet, you've shamed us all. I hit play on speaker, the room freezing as his pleas filled the air, raw and unraveling. Lena's eyes narrowed, Jordan's jaw clenched, but me? A slow, electric thrill uncoiled in my gut. Not glee exactly, but release. Pure, cathartic validation. The man who'd made me feel small, disposable? Begging now, voice cracking on my name. I deleted it unread, blocking the number with an exhale that felt like shedding chains. No reply. No mercy. Just the sweet hush of power reclaimed. Word trickled back through mutual shadows. Wife packing his bags, family whispers turning to shouts, employer scrambling as audits loomed. He's slinking home soon, visa clock mercy, to a life of sidelong glares and locked doors. Banned from my city, my country, hell, from any dream he chased here. And me? Scars linger, sure, trust's a bruise that fades slow. But in the mirror that night, eyes clear, chin high, I saw her, not the mark. The Avenger. Stories like this? They're reminders that betrayal stings deepest when it's wrapped in charm, but karma's got a long memory and sharper teeth. We all crave that moment when the scales tip back, not for hate but for healing. What's your take? Justice served or just a summer scorched? Phew, if that didn't leave you with chills and a fist pump, I don't know what will. Hit that like button if you felt the burn of betrayal and the rush of revenge. It helps spread these stories to more hearts that need Drop in the comments. What's the wildest payback you've pulled off or witnessed? Spill the tea. And if you're hungry for more, subscribe and ring that bell. Next one's even juicier. Thanks for riding this roller coaster with me. See you in the next one. Stay fierce out there.